I see, I see. And what did your parents do for a living as far back as you can remember?
Fish.
They fished as far back as you can remember?
He fished. He'd pick moles. He'd hunt frogs, alligators.
Trap at all?
Pick moles. He'd trap. Everything that, that to make a living.
And it took all that to make a living?
Well,
I mean,
if he didn't make something at one thing, he'd go after the other one.
Yeah.
That's the way it was. He didn't fish, didn't bite, but he'd go hunt frog. Or he didn't have no frog, he'd trap sometime a little bit. But
He'd trap.
it's not all the time the fish would bite. It's just like now, you see.
Yeah.
That time you couldn't catch no fish.
In the wintertime, he'd trap every winter. But he'd make money then. Make good
A lot of people, you tell them you hunt frog, you fish, you do it, they think you're doing that every day, but
Yeah.
you don't. You see.
Right. You do what you can do at the time. Well, to your knowledge, from Stevensville, for instance, now, Agnes. Now, you weren't raised in Stevensville. You
Me, I was raised on the 4-mile bar.
4-mile bite. Now, but in Stevensville, now, when you can remember when you were a little girl growing up, you grew up in Stevensville? Oh, by that time, you were already on a camp boat.
By that time, my mom and daddy had a camp boat. They moved up the lake. If the fish was biting in one place, they'd go there. If it would quit biting down and biting in another place, they'd pick up and move. And we lived all over in all them little boys and countries up there.
It was Bar Sol. They live up that Bar Sol.
Bar Sol, Bar Sheen.
Bar Booty. Bar Sheen.
Was there any sale for crawfish back then in those days?
No.
Nobody bought crawfish.
No.
Did y'all eat them?
Crawfish.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ate them yourselves? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that
Yeah, you
crawfish
wasn't
long
sale.
time too. You take across the lake, that man had crawfish in that book.
Yeah. Now, let's go back to when y'all was both about, let's say y'all were both 15, 20 years old. Let's say 20 years old, because you can remember that pretty well. How many houseboats would you say there were? Now, I'm not talking about exactly, you know what I mean? I'm talking about just in general, just a figure that's somewhere near about what it might have been. How many houseboats would you say there were from Morgan City to Keelboat Pass?
Oh, Lord, Jim, did I some camp boat?
That's what I'm talking about now. We're talking
Give you
about...
a rough estimate in
When you were 20 years old, that would have been about 1925, Mion.
Yeah, I was married then. But I knew about what you're talking about. I'd say, from there to Keelboat, I'd say you had from 30 to 40 houseboats.
30 to 40 houseboats.
Yes. So some spots I might have had 10, 12 houseboats tied up there. Maybe more some spots. Like Blue Pigeon. Women can have one now was more than about 7, 8 in that at one time. But not all the time, you see. Like Little Pigeon always did have a good bunch of camp boats. By Smith, that's another place. The Burns maybe 11 now. And
Burns?
Keelboat, Keelboat had Dan and them lived there. You had a lot of people that live in camp boats there. I'd say from 30 to 40 camp boats.
30 to 40 in all.